So let's talk about something that I feel not enough people talk about after a relationship ends. You don't just lose the person, you also lose their family. And sometimes that loss hurts just as much, if not more, in a weird kind of way. For me, Super Bowl Sunday will never just be about football. It marks the last time that I spent with my ex's family. The last time that I thought I was a part of something bigger than just him and I. I had no idea that that would be my final moment with them. And honestly, I do wish I had known. Breakups aren't just about losing the person that you loved. Sometimes the heartbreak runs a lot deeper than that because you also lose their family. And that's the grief that no one really prepares you for. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, and for most people, it's a fun day of celebration. But for me, it marks a personal loss. The last time I spent with his family. I didn't know that that would be my last time with them. And I wasn't even fully present. And I do regret that more than I can say. And if you've gone through this kind of loss, I want you to know that you're not alone. When a relationship ends, people talk about missing the person, the memories, the plans that you had for the future. But what's often left unspoken is how you also lose the people around them, the family that you connected with, or the friendships that you were in the process of building. It's a different kind of heartbreak. It's grieving relationships that never even had a chance to fade on their own. One day they're there, and the next minute they're gone. For me, I really cared about my ex's family. And I thought that I had years ahead to build those relationships, become a part of their lives. His mom, his niece, his extended family. I truly saw a future with them. And suddenly, that future just disappeared. But what makes it harder is that the last time I was with them was not a great one. Looking back, I wasn't myself that day. I was quiet and I was distant. Not because I didn't care, but because there was so much going on beneath the surface. For one, I was embarrassed about some stuff that had happened at Christmas. So I walked into the Super Bowl party already feeling anxious. And then on top of that, we argued before we left because for days I had been asking him if we were going and he never gave me a straight answer. And then right before he left, he acted like I had known the plan the whole time. That was frustrating, to say the least. But then more than that, I knew that there was something that wasn't right between us, even though I didn't know what it was. Had I known that that was the last time that I would see his family, I would have been more present. I would have soaked in the conversations more. I would have laughed more. I would have appreciated them more. And I most certainly would have held the newest member of the family and appreciated how absolutely adorable the little guy was. But I didn't know. And that's what makes it so painful. It's not just losing them. It's knowing that the last memory I have with them is not even a good one. If you've ever lost more than just your partner, but the family and the friends too, I know how much it hurts. You don't just stop caring overnight. You wonder if they miss you too. If they think about you. Or if they know that you're not the one that left. Do they wonder what happened? And sometimes you feel like you don't even have the right to grieve them because they weren't actually yours to begin with. But they were. For a time, they were. So, how do we heal from this kind of loss? Here's some things I've learned. Acknowledge that this is real grief. Just because it wasn't your family by blood doesn't mean that the loss isn't real. Allow yourself to feel it. It's okay to miss them. It's okay to have moments where you still care. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And reframe the regret. Instead of focusing on how things ended, try to appreciate what you had, even if it was brief. Create space for new connections. This doesn't mean replacing them, but opening yourself up to people who will become part of your journey moving forward. As much as it hurts, I also know that life has a way of bringing people into our lives for a reason. And sometimes those people just aren't meant to be there forever. Doesn't mean that they didn't matter, but they just weren't meant to stay. One day, when my heart is fully healed, I'll wish the best for all of them, including my ex and his current girlfriend. But for now, I'm just focused on healing, on moving forward, and on believing that life still has beautiful things in store for me. So, if you're in this place, if you've lost more than just your partner, I want you to know that you're not alone. Your feelings are valid. And even though it hurts now, I promise it won't always hurt this much. If this video resonates with you, will you let me know in the comments below? Let's talk about it. Because healing is hard, but we don't have to do it alone. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll be back with more videos on healing, moving forward, and creating a beautiful life after heartbreak. So, until then, take care of yourself, and I will see you next time.